Now, can you hear me now? Sorry, it's always something, isn't it? I'm so sorry about the sound. Okay. Hopefully you guys can hear me now. I did get everything fixed with the computer. I just forgot to turn the mic on. You know what? If it's not one thing, it's another, right? Okay, so I did just, even if there was no sound, I think you saw the card there that we're going to make. And here are our giveaways for our live broadcast. And feel free, we are recording this live on YouTube and my Facebook page if you are live. And leave a comment. You are entered to win one of these 4 drawings. Now, the pop-up scrap bin is going to be the early bird. I'm going to draw this at the 10-minute mark. And following that, at the end of this episode, I will draw winners for these 3 stamp sets by the comments. And hopefully that's all fixed now and working. If that doesn't work for some reason, I will be drawing it at the end of this episode. All right, now if you are watching the replay or you didn't win one of the live prizes, I also have a replay here. Okay, so I'm still seeing no sound, and I know there's a little bit of a delay, so I'm hoping somebody's going to give me a shout out here when the sound comes back on. Okay, I'm still seeing no sound, so I might have a problem if we still don't have sound here. Okay, so hold on one second. I apologize for this. I just want to make sure that we have sound because I do have a delay in the comments, but I'm still seeing people saying that they don't have sound. Okay, I see a few of you got it. All right, great. Let's get back to the class. Sorry about that brief interruption. All right, so here we have the Afterlife giveaway, which is a bundle. It's the Just Because Hostess stamp set that's in that same occasions catalog. And it's got some... I threw in here some embellishments to go along with it. So I'm going to draw the winner for that on April 2nd. So even if you're not watching the live recording, if you're watching this later, you are eligible to win this. And if you share this broadcast onto a social media platform, you are eligible to win a second time. You'll get a second entry into the drawing. So gives you double your chances, double your fun. Okay, so I'm going to go bounce right back here. I know that you didn't have sound, but I hope that you saw this and what we're making today, even if the sound wasn't working. It's beautiful. I love this card. It's super fun using the birthday statement stamp set that you'll find in the occasions catalog. I am going to be drawing the early bird winner of the prizes here at the 10-minute mark. So while you guys are popping on, and before we do that, I'm going to give you a brief catch-up of what's happening with both myself, my classes, and in Stampin' Up! World. So we have my online club. It's my VIP members club. It is a fantastic club. I love this. It's monthly, and I have special videos just for my club members, special tutorials that I create just for them. We have 3 projects that we do exclusive for the club every month, and in addition to that, now that's videos, written tutorials, and photos, but in addition to that, they also get bonus tutorials weekly from me, and they also get bonus perks like specials that sometimes I run just for them, and I do monthly giveaways where they get free products from me. So this is a really great way to budget your products. If you love everything but can't afford to get it all at once, this is a great way to budget and get some extra perks. And it's the second best thing I like to say to joining. And there's an amazing joining special that's about to end at the end of March. So that is happening during Celebration. Now during Celebration, every order you place, for every $50 in orders you place, you get free stamps. And in addition to that, if you have a big order over $250 or a workshop hostess, etc., you get bonus Stampin' rewards or free products that you get on large orders. In addition to that, the best deal ever is about to go away, and that is the Demonstrator kit, which I cannot say enough, even if you just want the discount. It is $175 worth of product for $99, and it has free shipping during Celebration. This is ending on March 31st. Also, that awesome free tote bag that you see there, and it's going to match a Stamparatus bag that I'm going to show you in a minute. That is also ending on March 31st. You can add on, it's a small add-on, $30, and get that bag with your kit. It is only available right now with the Demonstrator kit. And again, that's going away on March 31st. Such a great deal. If you have any questions on that, feel free to drop me an email. The best way to reach me for that especially is email, because I'll get right back to you. The comments, sometimes it takes me a couple days to get back to answer them, but email is the absolute best way to reach me, especially if you have questions and are excited and want, interest in the VIP or the demonstrator kit. All right, so that being said, let's bounce down to the table and talk about what we're making today. Okay, so again, these are our giveaways. I'm going to be drawing the pop-up scrap bin at the 10-minute mark, which is in about 4 minutes. These 3 I will be drawing at the end, and should anything not work out with my giveaway site, I'll do them at the end of this broadcast, right immediately following. So here's the card we're making today. Isn't that a wow? It is so easy to make too, and it's just, you see it, it's just stunning, absolutely stunning. I got this idea. Veronica Zales does a lot of designing for me on my blog. You'll see a lot of her work up there, and she did a very similar design with a set that was in the holiday catalog. And I absolutely loved it, so I said, let's make this. A lot of people had asked about how it was made, and I thought, let's make it and actually have some fun with it. With every online class that I do, I have a free PDF tutorial. And this here includes all the measurements that we're using today for the card, as well as all of the supplies that I'm using. Again, these are all available in my online store. Donna is asking a question, how long do you have to be a demonstrator for? You don't have to demonstrate at all. If you join, you just get a discount. And you get that discount for, well, the quarter you join in is waived. It's a quarterly thing. So if you join now, you'd have until the end of June, which to get a discount is fantastic, right? And then if you made the quota, which is $300 a quarter, then you would go on for another quarter. And if you don't, then you just go back to being a customer and pay full price again. It really is the best deal. I can't say that enough. So back to the PDF here. You can download this on the resource page of this project, which I have with every video. And you can get to it by going to this URL, or this URL is also linked in the video's description, whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube. Or if you have a smartphone, you can zap that little QR code on the bottom and it'll bring you back. And also the replay of this video will be on that resource page as well. So if you're making this later and want to go back and watch that, you'll find that there too. So I have lots of resources there for you as well. We are using the birthday statements stamp set that is in the holiday catalog. Another really neat thing with the birthday statement stamp set that is available in my online store is a kit. There's a little kit that you can purchase. I have the details here, and I also have the details on my blog on that resource page. You can click to and see. It's a great deal. You get the watercolor pencils, an ink pad, a block, and the stamp set together to make a couple more cards that are shown here. So that's pretty neat, and that's a really great offer if you like the stamp set and want to do some more with it. Okay, so we are going to get started. Actually, I've got about 1 minute left before I draw a prize here. While I do that, I'll show you one more card. This one's a little bit different, but done with the same stamps. This was done with the foil, the Grapefruit Grove foil that was available during Celebration. And I will say, if you want something during Celebration, get it now because stuff is selling out. The foil has sold out, so I feel bad teasing you with this card. Look at what a wow it is. Look at how cool it is. But you can do a very similar technique by embossing on the champagne foil or the gold foil, like I'm using gold foil on this card, directly on the foil. So that's just a neat way of using that as well. Okay, so I am just about to see, this is the big teaser, right? We're just about to get started with this card. It has hit the 10-minute mark. So providing that this is working, and I did check it right before we went on and things looked good. So, oh no, say it isn't so. Darn. All right, hold on one second, because I checked it and I was like, yay, we can do this. It hasn't been working for a little while. Yay, it's working. Okay. All right, so that means we can do live prizes live while we're recording, which is fantastic. Okay, so these are our early birds right here. I'm going to pick the first winner for the pop-up scrap bin, and then we'll go right into stamping. Then the last 3 will be drawn at the very end. Okay, so, whoops. The winner of the pop-up scrap bin is Delia Thurman King. Congratulations, Delia, and be sure to fill out the prize claim form that's linked in this video's description so I can get that off to you. And time for stamping. Like that, it was like a little commercial break, right? And now for our little commercial break. All right, so the first thing we're going to do here, we've got some Flirty Flamingo for the card base, some gold foil that we're going to be using to layer on for a window panel. The measurements are on that free PDF. I've got some Whisper White cardstock, and the first thing we're going to do is a little bit of embossing. So I'm going to take the embossed buddy and just wipe it over the white, and that is going to keep the static down. It's the step I call, if you forget it, you will regret it step. We're going to be using a Versamark ink pad. Now this is a perfect card for using the Stamparatus. What is the Stamparatus, you say? There might be some of you out there asking. Some of you out there is like, oh my God, it's the favorite thing ever. But some of you may not know. And I've got this cool little Stamparatus bag that we just came out with recently that matches that tote that you get with the Demonstrator kits. So here we go. Someone's asking about taxes if you join for a discount. You don't have taxes if you join for a discount. You're purchasing for yourself, so you don't actually, that's not a thing. Now, if you sold to other people, that would be a lot of other people. It would have to be a lot of other people. That's something that you can contact me privately about. But if you're just purchasing for yourself, taxes is not a thing. Okay, so this is the Stamparatus. I have got on here the little mat here that comes with it. I'm just putting that down, and some grid paper. I don't really need the grid paper for what we're doing today. I would use that more for lining things up and if we were stamping off the edge, but I'm actually not doing that right now, but I still like it there. It's still fun. So there's 2 plates here. You can get extra plates too, by the way. And these are like your blocks. Okay. So the stamp set is a red rubber stamp set. So the 2 stamps we're going to use out of it are, okay. I'm just going to make sure I have it upside right. Okay, so this is the, these are actually cling mount too, because they come in this, everything in the New Occasions catalog is cling mount, which means it's super sticky. So I'm going to line it up exactly where I want it. I've got the other little stamp off to the side here. I'm actually going to put that using the top plate, but not quite yet. Okay, so I'm putting it exactly where I want it to stamp. I'm going to pick it up with the pad, and then we're going to ink with this Versamark ink pad. Okay. Okay, so once that's inked up, now the other beautiful thing about doing this way, oh, you know what else would be really nice, except I didn't put them down, is using the magnets to hold it in place so it doesn't move. That's actually really important. It's going to be okay right now, but I am going to put them down for the second step up. You probably should put them down first, because if you don't get that perfect, you can actually re-stamp it. So the magnets are on the back. I'm actually just going to put it right down here on the bottom. All right, now this is super hard to see because that was Versamark, and it's actually going to be really hard for me to see where to, I have to hold it at an angle to see where to line up the happy, which makes me want to sing that song. Because I'm happy, clap along if you know what happiness means to you. This makes me happy. All right, so the happy is going to go, I know you can't see that. You have to take my word for it. It's going right over the birthday. All right, so, and if you were doing a whole bunch of these at once, you could just bang those out really quickly. Okay. Yeah, Lisa, it wasn't intentional that she says, you're brave not using the magnets. That wasn't intentional, actually. I just wasn't paying attention. Okay. So, this grid paper has multiple, I love this mini grid paper that comes with, you can purchase it to go with the Stamparatus, because it's little and it just fits in so many places, you know, like right now I'm going to use it actually to catch my embossing powder. So I've got the Stampin' Gold embossed powder. We're going to pour that right over the top. So it kind of looks like this, but you can see there's powder still everywhere. So we're just going to flick the back of that really good. Not a little tap, tap, tap. You want to give it a real good flick. And make sure all of that excess, in fact, I still got a little bit on the bottom there, comes off. And if you did a good job with that emboss buddy, you shouldn't have too many extra flakes. Shouldn't be too flaky. Okay. So we're just going to pour that back in the jar, and it is time for us to heat. We're going to heat it up now. Going to heat it up now, gang. You ready for that? Get ready for this. All right. So I'm going to zoom you in just a hair so you can see what's going on here. We've added the powder. Now we're going to heat and emboss. And here is the tool that we're going to use. Sounds like a hairdryer, but it is not. It actually doesn't blow with a lot of force. It just gets really hot. So I'm just going to put that on there until it starts to melt the powder. And if you can resist, try not to wag it around. It actually works faster if you hold it steady and move it slowly. But sometimes it's hard not to because you're just so used to doing that with a hairdryer. You see that? Oh, it's so awesome, isn't it? This never gets old. One of my favorite techniques. I could do this all day long. Just watch that powder melt, and it is just such a wow. Okay, when we're done, we have this. Doesn't get much cooler than that, right? That alone is just cool. Even if you did nothing else to it, that alone is very cool, right? Okay. Now, we have some very pretty ink pad colors that we are going to do some sponging with. Today, we are going to be doing some, in fact, you know what? I'm going to grab another little piece of that grid paper from the Stamparatus to use because I actually am going off the edge. So I'm going to take another little sheet of that to use behind us. And I'm keeping you zoomed in here for a reason because I really want you to see what we're doing. If you want, I'll zoom out just to show you the color palette that we've got going on here. But then I'm going to zoom you back in. All right, so we have got, I know I've got a lot here, and you could do it with less colors, but I really love the blending that these colors give together. All right, so we've got Petal Pink or Blushing Bride, either one of those two. Flirty Flamingo, Poppy Parade, Real Red, and Cherry Cobbler are the palette that I'm using here. Okay, so I'm just going to open these little guys up, and then we're going to zoom back in, and we're going to start. Now I'm going to start with the lighter colors and work to the darker colors. The lighter colors are going to be in the center, the darker colors off to the edges. Starting with our, and I've got Petal Pink today, but you could also use Blushing Bride. And I'm going to work that right in the middle. And actually, I am going to zoom you in just a hair more so you can see what's happening. And yes, I am a lefty, so we're all lefties today. Whether you are or not, you're a lefty today. And then, and I'm going to come back to that in a minute, but then we're going to go ahead and do a little bit of Flirty Flamingo around that. And then I'll go back and touch the center just to blend that back, the Flirty Flamingo right into the center of that. So pretty, right? And now we're going to work outward with Poppy Parade. If you're late, you can catch the whole supply list on the blog, linking at the description in this video. Got everything there. And this is a goodie. All right, so I'm going with Poppy Parade here. I know it looks kind of messy, right? But wait for it. Now I'm leaving a little bit of the Flirty Flamingo on the inside, and I'm going to go back in there and blend that. Blend that in. And then we're going to take the Real Red and go off around the edge of that even more. I am working in a circular motion today with this. Sorry if you all just reached for your phone. That was mine. I apologize. I thought I had it on Do Not Disturb. Let me do that for you real quick so you don't get... Everybody doesn't go reach for their phone the next time that happens. All right, so I want the Real Red to be a little bit darker. And that's going all the way off to the edge, the Real Red is. Now you can see how it's blending out. The colors are blending out. I said this was easy, right? It really is. Okay, so now I'm going to go to the Poppy Parade that we used right before and just kind of blend that in. And the last one I'm going to use, and this is really just barely on the edges and almost even just the tip in the corner here, and that's the Cherry Cobbler. That one's going to give it a really deep shadow around the edge here that's going to make it pop. And then a little bit, I'm just going to blend a little bit more, kind of working from the outside in just to have everything nice and smooth. A little bit of Flirty Flamingo. And at the very end, I'm just going to blend back in the very center of the pink there, the petal pink. They do blend so nicely, don't they? I absolutely love, love, love this look. When we're done, this is the look that we have. Isn't that beautiful? So easy. And you could do this with other colors too, but the depth there with the different, there's actually 5 different colors there working out. It's just phenomenal. I absolutely love it. And actually, that is really all there is to this card. That alone just gives it the wow factor. It's that easy to work with. So then all we have is a little bit of assembly. Can you believe that? Now that's one heck of a quick and easy card. And again, using the Stamparatus, you could stamp and emboss so quickly just using that and doing a little assembly line if you were making a bunch of these. So I'm just going to use some snap. I actually attached this all. Or you could pop this panel up if you wanted to and give it a little pop, but I'm actually attaching the whole thing. And I'm doing the whole thing at snail, so it's all flat, but you could pop up that other panel. And our card is complete. And you could do this. Now, I did the happy birthday stamp with the birthday sentiments, but you could also do this with the hooray and do your card portrait instead of landscape. Very, very quick and easy. And also, I did mention this at the beginning. I'm not sure the sound was working or not. There is a kit in my online store. You can purchase the stamp set by itself, but if you really love it, there's a little kit here that you can purchase. There's some cards that you can create using the kit, and it has the stamp set and watercolor pencils and a block and some, I believe it's note cards in it. It's a great way to get started. So that is also available on the resource page of this class. All right, well, this was a quick class. Wow. So that was super fun. I hope you really enjoyed it. It is now time for our final giveaways. I actually have 3 to give away. And I'll actually pop you back down on the table here so you can see them again, in case you were popping in late. There's 3 stamp sets here, and our Prize Patrol site is working again. We had some problems with that the past couple of months, but it's back up and running. And we've got Amazing Life, By the Bay Celebration, and Hello Cupcake Celebration. Again, these celebrations are ending soon, so they're not going to be available for too much longer. So let me just go in here and get that up and running again. And perfect. Okay, here we go. We've drawn the winner for the pop-up scrap bin, which was the early bird drawing, and that was Delia King. The next winner is for the, I'm going to go in alphabetical order here, Amazing Life stamp set. There's 3 stamp sets here. And if you're not a winner, don't worry, we have an afterlife replay drawing as well. Vicky Spicer is the winner of Amazing Life. By the Bay is next. And Dial is the winner of the By the Bay stamp set. And our final one is Hello Cupcake. And that winner is Tammy Stoffel. All right, so congratulations to all of our winners. Be sure to fill out the prize claim form that is linked in this video's description. I'm going to just show you the card that we created today one more time using the Birthday Sentiment stamp set. And you can get the free PDF and all of the information that I just shared, including celebration information, on my stamp